Hi you guys, I am doing a bonus reading for the sign of Cancer. We are officially in Cancer season. I am excited. I am a Cancer moon. I have my Cancer in the 4th and 5th house, Cancer in Venus, Cancer in Mercury. I am Cancer all around, so I was definitely waiting for Cancer season to commence so that I could get a special birthday reading out to my Cancer gang, Cancerians. This is going to be a very difficult month. I don't want to say difficult. We do have 2 solar eclipses, a lot of strong energy. Mars is in retrograde. So big Saturn influence. There's going to be really energy of, or just basically just karma. I feel like we get a chance to fix things that didn't get fixed, to revisit things, and to cut out things that no longer serve us. So here, see, I already see High Priestess, 3 of Wands. A lot of people really relying on their intuition this month. Here, I just want to get a good shuffle here. So this is for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mercury, Jupiter, North Node. I am also a Cancer North Node. I'm going to just pick out. All right, so I'm going to let one card fly out for the overall energy, and then I'm just going to cut the deck and pick out some cards. Please give us a card for our beautiful Cancerians. This is our birthday month. My birthday is July 20th, y'all. I'm excited. I'm gonna be 36 years old here. First card out, Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. Some of us are experiencing some financial instability right now. This is gonna be a general reading here with the Wheel of Fortune here in the reverse position. I kind of feel like a lot of us are at a point in our lives where we're still trying to figure out what we want to do. Like, what do we really want to do as far as career, as far as making money or being financially stable. I know a lot of people have left jobs that was no longer serving them. A lot of people have started up their own business. Me personally, I have left the job and I have started my own business. But there may be a sense of feeling like you're not where you want to be, and that's okay. We all go through that, but I really feel like there's some great things happening for us. So we have the Hermit here, the King of Cups. Oh, the Hermit is in the reverse. The 7 of Wands, the Page of Swords, and the Fool here in the reverse. So the Page of Swords and the Fool card is in the reverse. The way I do reversals is I can read them sometimes and I don't read them sometimes. It depends on the energy of the entire reading. Okay, so crowning is the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. We have the Hermit. A lot of you guys are going within, doing a lot of soul searching with the Hermit card here. And in the reverse, you feel like there's some delays in your life. You feel like some things are being postponed. Like I said, with just money altogether, you're feeling like you are not getting the things that you, the seeds that you've sown in the past. You feel like you haven't reaped the rewards yet of those seeds. This is a 9, and this and the Wheel of Fortune is a 10. So it kind of gives us the sense of a ending here, an ending of a cycle. In the reverse is letting us know that the cycle is not yet ended. So there could be some things that you still need to tie, some loose ends you need to tie up. Like I said, there are still things that you need to cut out that no longer serves you. With the Hermit card here, with it being a 9, it being Virgo, Aquarius, it could be a relationship with a Virgo or Aquarius. Maybe that you need to revisit. Maybe that there will be a reconciliation, or maybe you're cutting out a Virgo or Aquarius. And like I said, in the reverse position, we're talking about delays. Maybe something is being postponed, We also feel like it gives me a sense of lack of faith. You guys don't feel faith. You're not having faith in yourself, put it that way here. As far as the way your finances are going, or maybe a love relationship, you're not feeling that you're secured right now. So this is basically this is a time where you're reflecting on the past, on the mistakes you may have made, on your actions, and you're looking at the possible consequences, because we all, like I said, the wheel is in the reverse here. Now, for me, I also think that the Hermit is talking about timing, or maybe wrong timing. You kind of feel like it's not the right time to start a relationship for you, or you feel like every time you try to start a relationship, or you try to start a new business endeavor, it's not working out. But I kind of feel like that's letting me know that there needs to be a little bit more patience here. King of Cups here. This could be somebody coming in here with the King of Cups. This usually denotes a male coming into your life, but he also brings the energy of hard work, business, responsibility. So I feel like this month you're going to have a lot of responsibility. There's going to be a lot of focus on your business. Like I said, he could also just be somebody coming into your life here, somebody sophisticated, someone educated. This is a stand-up guy, someone compassionate, someone that I could also say is authoritative, or you could just talk about deep feelings and just being balanced in your emotions here. This is a 1 here. We have a 9, we have a 10, and we have a 1. And it's, as you can see, it's progressively moving in. 9, 10, and 1. 10 reduces to 1 plus 0. This is a 1. So that makes sense. Then we are moving in here into here, these energies here. So we're looking at past progressing into the future, potential or the present, and then into the potential future. We have the Page of Swords here in the reverse. Like I said, this is general, so somebody could be coming into your life, or there could be a reconciliation or someone from your past coming in here. And like I said, with this month, it's karma. It's about karma. It's about tying up some loose ends. With the Page of Swords energy, it kind of lets me know that in the past you may have dealt with someone deceitful, maybe someone dishonest, someone that you couldn't trust. The Page of Swords is also, this particular card is also a younger energy. Maybe you dealt with someone immature. It's a Capricorn for the astrological sign, so maybe there's some Capricorn coming in from the past here. It's a 9 as well. It's right underneath the Hermit. This is lining up perfectly, 9 and 9 as far as numerology, because I do use numerology in my readings. This talks about self-discipline in the upright, but it is coming in the reverse position. And like I said, there's somebody in your life that was maybe deceitful, or this is a situation where you felt like you were being taken advantage of in the past by people here, because we're moving from past and we're progressively moving into the future here. And it kind of, and I didn't complete it yet because there's going to be one more card of outcome here, but we're progressively moving into the energies throughout the month here. So we have a 9. We have that maybe you were dealing with or deceitful people, or maybe you felt like you're being taken advantage of in the past. It could mean that there is some secretive people around you. Maybe you dealt with some clashing of different personalities, or you may have some unforeseen events happen in your life, which led you into some negative feelings, or maybe into a situation that caused you some stress, or maybe you just had a situation where you just felt like there was a lot of negativity surrounding you. Maybe you felt there were some unexpected changes here. Now we're moving into the 7 of Wands, which is a fire energy. I believe the Wands is Sagittarius here for the 7 of Wands. Now this energy, it's in an upright, so it's perseverance, and it is Sagittarius. It's also business and success. It's competition in business. So if you're, like I said, if you're more focused on your business and focus on your business endeavors or bettering yourself or bettering your financial situation here, because like I said, it's lined up with the fortune in reverse. This is showing great potential. This is letting me know that there's a strong determination here. And this denotes success here because this person is fighting against obstacles, all odds, and there will be success. So this is progressively moving into a success. So this is letting me know there's going to be a period of instability when it comes to finances, but moving into the month that will ease up and there will be some success here. This is a 7, but this is also a 6 here because it's a 33 and that reduces to a 6. And what that does, the 6 is unconditional love, mastering, and it's healing energy here. So because the 33 is a master number, it's a teacher. It's, you know, so this is a period of time where you might be teaching others. Cancerians, you guys have a gift of intuition. And you guys have a gift of healing, just like your presence alone can heal people. Your words alone can heal people. So I think this is going to be a month of you teaching people, guiding people with your gifts here. A lot of you guys are going to be doing tarot readings, getting into more of a metaphysical type of situations or businesses, psychic work, or just maybe healing services, or maybe just writing. Anything that can directly affect people through emotions. That is something that you're going to be focusing on this month. Also, the 6 is, it's the need to learn how to detach, compassion. Because this is the martyr energy. The 6 is you're a martyr. You're, like I said, you're feeling like you're being taken advantage of because you're always giving. People are taking, but there's no balance. There's no reciprocity. So this is now a lesson here of learning how to detach, or having a detached compassion for people, being detached, but still being compassionate and still being willing to help people, but not letting people take advantage of you or use you throughout the month. So in the middle of the month here, because we have beginning, middle, end, you're not going to be letting people use you. You're going to be learning that lesson throughout the month. And then the next card we have the Fool, and like I said, this is a 1, this is a 0, this is a new beginning as well, but it's in the reverse. So there is something that you're afraid to do. There is a risk that you're afraid to take here. This could be a risk in love here. I'm feeling like, because it's right under the King of Cups, and this is making me feel like there's going to be someone coming in with an offer. You might be afraid to take that offer because you don't know if that offer will be sincere. We have the Devil in the reverse, the outcome card. I wanted to pull that last. The Fool in reverse is also giving me the energy of confusion here. I kind of feel like too, with the Fool, this is the energy of being in limbo, feeling like you're stuck. Maybe you feel like I said, like you don't feel like your things are moving forward in the way you want. This is also 22, match number 33 as well. And it talks about a new phase, but this new phase is being delayed. And that could just be by you and your negative thinking, is what I want to say. You just have to really focus on the positive aspects of the things happening throughout the month. Okay guys, the video cut off after I pulled out 3 more cards here. I let 3 cards fly out of the deck while shuffling. It cut off while I was talking about the Fool, but I went into explaining the Devil energy and I went into explaining these 3 cards here. I decided not to re-record the whole video because I would have to reshuffle, and I felt like it was going to mess up the energy, the vibe of the video, so, or the vibe of the reading rather. So I decided to just summarize what I went over in the lost footage, and then we're going to move forward from there. So in the last clip I talked about the Fool being under the King of Cups, which is a numerology it's 1, and this is a 0. So it talks about an offer coming in the month of July. I stated with Mars going in retrograde today, this is talking about a time of introspection here for us Cancers. There is this whole theme here, especially with the wheel crowning the reading, is going to be about correcting, or like I said, tying up loose ends, correcting mistakes, having a chance to go back and revisit past lessons that we didn't quite learn. It's time to get into a state of reflection and really think about the decisions we made in the past and how they affected us now, or how they are affecting us now here. And I kind of feel like you're going to be experiencing situations that you've already been through here with this energy. So what I was talking about with the Fool here, it's in reverse because you may not be willing to take certain risks. And I feel like this card is, here to let you know that you're not going to be making foolish risks this month, because like I said, you're going to be revisiting situations because past is progressing into the future, or we're coming from the beginning towards the end of the month. You're going to be revisiting some lessons, and then you're going to, because as you notice, this is kind of cyclical here, this energy. So you're going to be going into the end of the month, and you have the ability with your free will to either move forward or move backwards here. The point of the planets going into retrograde, because by the end of July, we're going to have 6 planets in retrograde, but right now Mars went retrograde today. So by the end of the month, the goal is to learn the lessons so that you can progress forward, so that this wheel that's in the reverse, so that it's in the upright position, moving in the right direction. So it's in the reverse because we're in retrograde and the wheel is going backwards, or the planet Mars is appearing to go backwards. It's just an illusion. It's not really orbiting backwards, but it gives you the sense that it is, and that is why you have things coming back around that you need to go ahead and fix. You need to tie up those loose ends. So moving into the Devil energy, for me, it's in the reverse. For me, it's this month is the month to let go, like I said, of certain things, certain bad habits of the past, certain bad people, bad influences of the past. These are things that you need to let go. You need to unbound yourself to people, because there are people that you're tied to karmically, that those karmic ties need to be cut here with the Devil in the reverse position here. And I always like to point to these 2 people chained up. It's talking about breaking ties, breaking those karmic ties, breaking addictions, breaking, or not indulging in being, not indulging in negative behaviors, negative emotions, and not allowing people to take advantage of you here with the Devil energy, and also not being tempted or giving into temptations here, because you're going to have people come back around here that may tempt you, and you don't want to make those same hasty decisions of the past that got you stuck in uncomfortable situations. So this is how I'm taking this Devil energy here. So then I moved in and I asked the cards to give me some additional information about the month. We had the Queen of Cups, and this, for me, the Queen of Cups energy is saying that this is a time that you're going to be an individual, more it's going to be about you. It's going to be about you and your self-respect this month. It's going to be about having faith, because this is someone that has a lot of faith. It's going to be about integrity in everything that you do this month. And I kind of wish that the footage didn't get cut out, because like I said, there was a lot of great points that I made about these 3 cards, but that's okay. We're just going to go ahead and revisit the information. Yeah, so the Queen of Swords here, I'm sorry, the Queen of Cups, I apologize. She's giving me the energy of just being, you're going to be in a state of, it's going to be high vibrational when it comes to dealing with people and how you deal with people in relationships, and intimate relationships, and just relationships in general for me. This is an energy of being self-absorbed, but not in a negative way. Just being about you, putting yourself first for a chance, not having that martyr energy, that energy of the 6 here, but being about you and putting yourself first, not letting people take advantage of you. This is going to be about putting your happiness first, making wise, intelligent choices this month. And this is about being creative. This is about self-expression for me with the Queen of Cups here. This is a water element, so you're going to be more expressive emotionally. But she does have a fixed quality about her. So I kind of feel like you're not going to let people change. You're going to be unchanged as far as your beliefs. You're not going to let people move you, you know, in a way where it's going to be a detriment to your belief systems and what you hold true to yourself here. So this is what this energy is how it's speaking to me. Now, with the Queen of Cups, we also have the numerology for the Queen of Cups is an 11. One of the numerical values here, numerical meanings, is the number 11, and it's a 38, but that reduces down to an 11. And the 11 is talking about someone that can balance their higher self with the lower energies here. So this is going to be another theme of the month, is finding balance in your carnal desires. 6s here, because we have 6s here, which is a carnal, a number, the number of man here, if you grew up Christian, and you have that being balanced with your higher self, because now you're going to be, this is the month of introspection, so you're going to be going within, you're going to be trusting your intuition more, and you're going to balance out the lower energies, and those are not, you're not going to be tempted by them. You're not going to be tempted by different desires that you have, and it's going to be more about things that are going to keep you at a higher vibration and things that are for your highest and, for me, most holiest good. And then we move into the 6 of Swords in the negative, in the reverse. The six of Swords in the reverse speaks about letting go, or being unable. Cancers, you guys, well, we, because I'm a Cancer, we're known for being clingy. And this is, to me, talking about addressing the clinginess here, being possessive, being clingy, holding on tightly to the past here. It's also a 6. The theme here is 6 here. Self-sacrificing, martyr, being a martyr. Self-sacrificing has been an issue. And I think this is something that needs to be addressed here. I think it's time to close out the cycle of self-sacrificing. It's a karmic cycle, so that means you're bringing this energy in from a past life or past lives, and it's time to end that self-sacrificing energy and not letting people use you and abuse you here. And this is why the Queen of Cups showed up here. And I'm also, because it's swords, it's mental. This is also not sacrificing yourself with your negative thinking, because we can become pessimistic. We can, the negative aspects of being ruled by the moon is having fluctuating mood swings, because we are influenced by the magnetic pull of the moon. Our emotions are, you know, because we're water based, our emotions are like the tides of the ocean, where it's just, it can be turbulent, and then it can be calm, and then it's turbulent, it's changing, we're changing, and we're learning how to balance the emotions out too, because we have the water here, we're on water, and that just kind of, for me, intuitively, I just kind of feel like we're moving out of a period of being unstable emotionally and starting to understand our emotions, and we're starting to work here with the Eight of Pentacles on being stable emotionally and not letting the emotions dictate how we make decisions and how we move in our day-to-day lives here and how we interact with people. Because a lot of another point I wanted to make about these energies of the Mars going into retrograde is introverts. Now, a lot of Cancers, and I mean, I'm an introvert, and I can also be an extrovert. It's kind of weird, you know, but I feel like a lot of us Cancers are introverts, and I feel like we're going to be affected by the retrograde, because it's going to bring us out of our shell, basically. And that's the 6-2 for me. Will allow us to express certain emotions, and I feel like it's about reflection and redirection. It's a time to speak up, you know, especially if you are known, or if you're someone that there was something that was said and you didn't rebuttal in the way you want. You know, those times where you're in your car, you're thinking about a situation or a conversation, and you're in your car thinking about, you're having a whole argument by yourself, and you're basically playing out the whole conversation or argument or debate, but now you're saying the things you want to say in private, but you couldn't do it in front of the person that you're having a conversation with, because that lack of confidence, or because we like to hold back, because we can be very intense because of those fluctuating emotions, and sometimes we hold back, and that's not because we're afraid, that's because we're trying to spare people of our wrath. We spare people because we understand from an emotional standpoint that when people do hurtful things from us, because we're masters of the emotions as well, even though it takes us a while sometimes to master those emotions, but we understand that certain responses, certain people are not even worth us exerting our energy with a response. But then later on, we're beating ourselves up about, I should have let that person have it, or I should have said this, and I would have been like, bitch, or, you know, whatever. So I know we all do it. All of us Cancers do it. We're in our car and we're like, I should have put them in their place. I should have said this and I should have said that, but we didn't. We hold back a lot. So this is going to bring us out of that shell, allow us to express verbally, emotionally, through our words, in a balanced way, in an intellectual way. And that's going to help us clear up karma too, because again, self-sacrificing, not expressing ourselves because we are afraid to hurt somebody else's feelings, even though that person's walking all over us, but we're afraid to express our feelings because we're so busy trying to save everyone. So, but the Eight of Pentacles, I want to tie that in. We're going to be working hard at making better decisions, and we're going to be working hard on ourselves this month, Cancers, fellow Cancerians. This is the month to really build up our confidence. Just basically, I feel like it's a month to not only to become stronger, but to have a sense of individuality. I know that we all, being a recluse, we kind of feel like we're apart. We kind of feel alienated at times. But I feel like now it's going to be in a way where it's not hidden from people, where we're not hiding it from people who we really are and how awesome we are. We're going to let the world know here. And as it relates to business, yeah, this is money. 8 represents money, and we're going to be really working hard on building an empire for ourselves and not working for anybody. I just dropped the whole deck. Not working for anyone. we're going to be really focusing on, or if we do decide to work for someone, it is going to be something that we enjoy doing. No longer are we going to be exerting and wasting our energy doing something that is making us unhappy, that is draining the energy from us, that is not allowing us to be creative and not allowing us to expand, because expansion is also a theme here. Because as we reflect and as we redirect our energies in a more useful way, we are also expanding our consciousness, expanding it in spirituality here. And we can flip the fold into the upright here, because now we are ready to take on life here. And then to me, in the full kind of spills out inner child. Our inner child needs to come out. We need to be more creative. We need to show our creative side, and we need to express. We need to be more expressive. Creativity. Our creativity needs to be expressed in a more tangible way, because we are very expressive. We're very imaginative, and I think we are more expressive. Again, I internalize. I mean, I'm in my head with my expression, and I do write, but I think some of us can be stuck in la la land sometimes. Sometimes we're stuck in a fantasy because we romanticize everything, and we're stuck in the past too. And I think this is giving us a way to come out of our shells, be more expressive, and it allows us to show the world in a more tangible way, because then what we're doing is we're sharing that expression of ourselves, and then that's going to impact people individually on an emotional level as well, because we are emotional creatures. And like I said, we are the masters of emotions, because we understand emotions, because we experience so many emotions all the time. So this card fell out while I started to shuffle. Ten of Swords. This is, to me, letting me know that yes, we are going to be feeling the energy of loss, but I don't think this should be looked at in a negative way. And then for the numerology, we have another 10 here. This is an 8. This Pentacle card is an 8. And this also, I didn't say this, but the Pentacle card is also talking about building a foundation in our relationships, our intimate relationships, having a more solid foundation, working on a more solid foundation. Even in business, even when it comes to money, really working on finding better ways to work with our money and have the money, instead of us working for money, have the money work for us, basically. So we have here with the 8 of Pentacles, for the numerology, because I didn't say it, it's an 8 and then it's a 76, but then the 7 and the 6 reduces to a 13, which is a very powerful number, and then that reduces to the number 4 here. Capricorn, Gemini, Libra, again, these could be people that are close to you, family members, or friends, or intimate partners that can be making an impact or helping you in the field of business, in the field where as it pertains to work, and just helping you, giving you insight and ideas of how to expand your business and how to be more structured in your life and be disciplined in your life here. The numerology before I move on to the 10 of Swords, is speaking of opportunities to bring spiritual order into manifestation on the earth plane, because the 13, or the number 4, is the number of truth, planning, and discipline and hard work, just like I said. Discipline. 8 is the number of abundance here. So we're going to be bringing in abundance here through our hard work here. So it's not going to be handed to us. We'll be working this month here for the abundance. And we're also going to be working on truth as it pertains to our truth and planning and discipline. And that ties into hard work. We're going to tie all that in, and we're going to be working on ourselves and our businesses and our relationships with other people. Now, to tie in the Ten of Swords, we have a 10 here, because we had 9s with the Hermit and the Page of Swords. We had the 10 with the Wheel of Fortune, which reduced down to a 1, which is a new beginning. And when we have an ending, it is always denotes a beginning. So here we have the 10 of Swords, and it's loss, it's death, because I do look at this as death, like the end of the old us, the dying of the old self, the dying of the ego, the dying of the old belief systems, the way we view our perspectives of the world, and the way we let people treat us here. That's how I'm looking at that, because in the past we let all that affect us in a negative way. That's dying off here with these new energies coming in the month of July, the month of introspection. This is the month that we're really going to be challenged. We're going to be tested here. And this is why I feel like the 7 of Wands is in the heart of the reading here, because this is someone that is persevering. This is someone that is really fighting and standing up for themselves, and it's not going to give up. So we're going to be tested this month, Cancers. So let me close out the reading here with an outcome card. One more card for our beautiful Cancerians here for the month of July. We want to know how this month is going to end for us here. We have the Empress here. I do read cards in the reverse, but I'm going to look at this as here, the Empress. It did come in the reverse, but I'm going to look at it in both the reverse and the upright. This is going to give us an opportunity to really embody the Empress energy here. We're going to be bosses this month here. If we make the right choices, if we really pay attention to the lessons that we're going to be revisiting, we're going to be embodying this energy here, the Empress. The Empress energy is Libra, talks about balance. It's a 3 in numerology. And the planet that is that rules this particular card is Venus. And this is also talking about self-expression. 3s talk about expressing themselves. And like I said, that's the theme. One of the themes this month is expressing yourself, being able to articulate your needs and your wants in a mature way, in an intellectual way, but at the same time, demanding respect, demanding the treatment you deserve from other people, okay? And for me, I kind of feel like the number 3, it talks about creativity, self-expression, and communication. And it can also indicate that there will be a period of suspended activities before future successes, because there's a focus on being than rather doing with this energy. But I kind of feel like for me, I'm taking it as you're being yourself this month, like your authentic self, you know, not what you want the world to see. You're being yourself unapologetically, and you're going to be on your Empress. Like she's on her throne and she doesn't care, like who likes it or not. You're going to be yourself this month. And that is going to be your outlet. That is going to be the outlet to be creative, because just being yourself is creative. Like, because being an emotional person, being a water sign, I feel like we have a different level of expression when it comes to identifying with the emotions and identifying with the emotions of other people, especially being empathetic and having the level of compassion that we have because of the gift of understanding emotions and being able to absorb and repel and what's the other word that I'm thinking of? Because I can repel But I do absorb. I try not to. And being able to, I want to say, sometimes we can mirror negatively, but in a positive way. I feel like if we're around the right people, if we're around the right energies, it kind of boosts us up. It gives us an energy boost, not in a way where it's like vampiric. It's basically like being around people, like-minded people this month is really going to help you stay focused. That's kind of what I mean as far as mirroring the energy. It's going to help you stay focused, because being a sponge, if you're absorbing the wrong energies, it's going to really bring you down this month. It's going to hinder your progress. So you got to be careful of who you're surrounding yourself around. And this is why these lessons are coming back around here. They're teaching you to really go within yourself and really use your discernment this month. And it's teaching you to really be resilient. And it teaches you why you have a shell in the first place. That shell is there for a reason for us Cancers, because like I said, we soak up those emotions and we have the ability to hold on to them for a very long time. Even if we stop talking to people for years, we could still hold on to that emotion, and it's fresh like it just happened yesterday. So this is a very important period for us to learn to not to be so attached. So this is a period of detachment as well. Detachment, being detached but compassionate. I'm going to pull one more card and I'm going to close out the reading here. But the Empress is also talking about being business-minded, being a business owner. And in the reverse, it talks about being maybe a little procrastination here in the reverse is what I'm getting. But we're going to be working on procrastination. I know we can be procrastinators, Cancers. But I think we're going to be working on that this month. We don't have time to procrastinate. It talks about insecurities, a little bit of loss, still going through the sadness, but that's why I put it on top of that Ten of Swords. We're getting out of that sadness. Being idle could be a problem for us this month. Honestly, I don't see how, because we're going to be hit with so many things coming in from different directions. We're not going to have time to be idle. But the procrastination can be an issue for some of us, especially if you're not working. So please be aware of that. If you're not working, please use your time wisely to be creative and really use that time to try to really plan out what you want to do with your life in the next 6 months. So one more card for our beautiful Cancers. One more card to end out this reading. So the month of July is going to be full of surprises. I'm going to have old people coming in from the past. I see Scorpio, Pisces, Capricorn, Virgo, Sagittarius, Leo, Libra. Okay. Another Cancers. Oh, basically all signs here. Okay, some just finally fell out. Cancers, we have the Three of Pentacles. Hard work. Also, this talks about teamwork, working well with others. And this is also what I was saying about the relationships and how we deal with other people. Our relationships with other people, and how we're not going to be letting people take advantage of us this month. Here in the upright, the numerology for the Three of Pentacles is a 3. And it's also, for me, there's a 3 here with the Empress, and then there's a 3 here. It's also about self-expression. It's Libra and Gemini. And it's also a 71, which reduces down to an 8. And it's 3, and there's an 8 right here. So this is talking about being able to express ourselves and being able to work well with other people. The Three of Pentacles is a card of secure, positive beginnings. And it's also symbolizing, for me, communication, creativity, and creative energy. But for me, I also feel like it's inner security and authority, and it's like a direct link with higher consciousness that you can bring down and manifest into the physical plane. And this goes into what I said about this month, where things are not going to be handed to us. We're going to be working for that, and we're be working because we're tying and we're balancing the higher and the lower self. We're also balancing or learning rather to use our higher consciousness to start to manifest our desires into the physical here. This card represents that, and it also represents our talents, our skills, our abilities. We're going to be putting that into good use, and this is why I'm saying be careful of the procrastination and being idle. We need to take this time and use it to use our abilities and talents to bring in the money, to bring in, or to also allow us to express ourselves, and allow us to communicate in a way where we're not going to feel ashamed, where we're not going to feel like no one's going to hear us. This is the month for us to really come out of our shells here. I also feel like the Three of Pentacles is talking about success, and our efforts are going to be rewarded. And this is a good card to end out the reading with, because this is talking about hard work, but you're being rewarded for your hard work in a positive, because it's a positive card. This talks about recognition. This talks about reward for a job well done. So by the end of the month, because remember, we're progressing from the past into the future here. By the end of the month, you're going to be receiving some recognition for your hard work here. And you're going to have very good profitable ventures by the end of the month. And some people will be working with large organizations or family businesses. This is a business card. You're going to receive a lot of personal satisfaction as well, you know, from the success, from the recognition from others here. And I feel like there's going to be a spiritual reward as well with this card. There will be a spiritual reward here. And this is an excellent time for construction and renovations, not only because construction and renovations would be for homes, but I feel like for yourself, like rebuilding, not like reinventing yourself, maybe reinventing yourself, because some people are going to be doing that this month, but really identifying who you are, and that's what you're going to be presenting to the world now. There's going to be a clear, like I said, authentic you that's going to be presenting yourself to the world, and you're going to be unapologetic about it, and you're going to receive recognition for it, because you're going to resonate with so many people, because people are going to see you, and you're going to be more transparent, and people are going to see you in a new light, where you're going to draw people to you because of your I can't say the word, because you're more authentic, and because you're really just going to be coming from a place of pure intentions, because this is you. This is the raw, uncut version of yourself that you normally wouldn't let the world see. So this is a really good card to end the reading out with. The last point that I wanted to make about this card as well is I feel like this is talking about expanding your horizons, and I kind of feel like it's going to let you tap into a more spiritual side of you. And I kind of feel like that side of you, you're going to be using it for your highest good. You're going to be using power, authority, and right action this month. The authority is going to be you speaking your truth. You're not holding back anymore. And your highest good, everything you're doing this month will be for your highest good. Because not only are you going to be helping yourself grow, you're going to be helping people around you grow here. This is why the Three of Pentacles is ending out this reading. So Cancers, I hope you guys have a wonderful month, full of great experiences. You might have some uncomfortable situations come up, but I believe that if you really reflect on the past, you will make better decisions this month, and you'll be able to tie up those loose ends. And for people, for the new beginnings and the new offers that may be coming in, or the old past people coming in, really take the time to really express what it is that you're looking for, and not settling this month. No settling this month. Okay, so like I said, have a beautiful month, Cancers. Happy birthday. I'm going to be celebrating towards the end of the month, and I'm going to be posting up another video for Cancers for July, so check that out. It's going to be a general reading, and then I'm going to have a soulmate reading. Thank you guys for your support. Please comment, like, and subscribe to my channel. Like I said, if you want to reach out to me, contact me on Instagram. Send me a direct message on Instagram or Twitter, or send me an email at findthemagnificenceinYou@gmail.com. Thank you.